I always believed respect outweighed love in a marriage. Love fades, feelings shift, but respect is the anchor that keeps two people together. That belief was tested the night Laura decided to cross the line. She stepped out of our bedroom in a silver dress that caught the light, hair styled to perfection, heels striking against the hardwood. "I'm heading to the office party tonight," she said, dabbing lipstick in the mirror as if it were the most ordinary thing. I set my book aside and asked evenly, "Do you really think that's wise? You know how late those go, and you know how I feel about them." She smirked, eyes never leaving her reflection. "Don't be paranoid. It's just a party. I need to have some fun." Then she walked out, heels echoing down the hall until there was nothing left but silence. I didn't follow. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I just sat there, staring at the space she'd left behind, my stomach tightening. Not from jealousy, but from something far worse, the sting of disrespect. This wasn't about the party itself. It was the way she brushed me off, mocked my concern, and treated my feelings like clutter. That silence between us cut deeper than shouting ever could. I poured myself a drink and sat at the dining table as the clock crept past midnight. 1, 2. Every hour felt like another nail hammered into the coffin of my patience. It was nearly 3 when the front door creaked open. Laura stumbled inside, laughing softly, phone in her hand as her thumbs danced over the screen. She kicked off her heels and collapsed on the couch, reeking of alcohol and perfume. She never came to bed. She never looked for me. I stood in the bedroom doorway, watching her asleep in the glow of the living room lamp. Something inside me hardened in that moment. I wasn't just a husband she could dismiss. I was a man who deserved better. And I already had a plan. While she'd been gone, I'd pulled out a small bag I'd hidden in the garage weeks earlier. Wallet, clothes, essentials, documents, insurance against nights exactly like this. Seeing her sprawled on that couch told me it was time to use it. I went back to bed, but sleep never came. I waited for dawn, rehearsing the words I'd leave behind. By morning, Laura shuffled into the kitchen, head pounding, expecting the usual weekend breakfast I always made. Instead, she found 2 plates set, but only one had food. Beside the empty plate lay an envelope with her name written neatly across it. Confused, she tore it open. The note inside was short. "You chose the party over us. I choose peace over chaos. By the time you read this, I'll be gone." At first, she thought it was a cruel joke. She searched the bedroom, the closet, the garage, but my clothes, my car, even my toothbrush were gone. Panic set in. She called. Straight to voicemail. Texts flooded in. "Please talk to me. It's not what you think." But she knew exactly what it was. Consequences. While she unraveled, I unlocked the door to a small apartment across town. Nothing glamorous, bare walls, second-hand furniture, paint fumes still clinging to the air, but it was mine. More importantly, it was quiet. No slammed doors. No mocking tone. No dismissive smirk. Just peace. For the first time in years, my chest felt light. Days later, Laura showed up. She was no longer the polished woman who strutted out in silver. Her makeup was smeared, her hair disheveled, her voice breaking as she pleaded. "It was just a party. It didn't mean anything. Please, don't throw this away over one mistake." I listened, arms folded, heart steady. To her, it was one night. To me, it was proof. Proof that she valued temporary thrill over permanent trust. I told her, calm and clear, it was never about the party. It was about how you dismissed me, how small you made me feel in my own home. Respect isn't optional, Laura. And once it's gone, there's nothing left worth saving. Tears welled in her eyes as she realized this wasn't anger, it was finality. My silence spoke louder than any argument ever could. When I closed the door, I felt no regret. She thought defiance carried no consequence. But the consequence stood before her that day. A husband who chose dignity over disrespect. Sometimes revenge isn't shouting, fighting, or breaking things. It's leaving so quietly that the only sound left is the echo of their own mistakes.